Hello and welcome to my presentation. The topic that I have chosen for my digital assignment 3 is string encryption using keyword ciphers. Now let's learn more about keyword ciphers. Keyword cipher are a form of monoalphabetic substitution that rely on two things, which are a keyword and a key letter to increase its security. Now when we use this method, we cannot use a letter more than once. So if we choose anagram as our keyword, we need to remove the second and the third A to proceed. The level of security remains same for any keyword or key letter that we choose. Now let's learn how encryption takes place in a keyword cipher. For this, we take a standard set of alphabet. The keyword that we've chosen here is water and the key letter is A. So we take out the letters which form the word water and place it separately. Now as the key letter here is A, we move the first letter of the keyword to the position of the key letter in the standard set, which is in the starting of the alphabet. For this, we shift the remaining alphabets to the side and we place it in the front of the alphabet. Now, we take a reference set of alphabet, which is a standard set of alphabets. The upper alphabets are known as the ciphertext. Now, the string that needs to be encrypted that we have taken here is snowflake. So we take the letters which form the word snowflake and we replace each of the letter with the letter in the ciphertext against it. So S is replaced by P, N is replaced by K, O is replaced by L, W is replaced by V, F is replaced by B, and so on. So we get our encrypted text. Now let's learn how decryption takes place in keyword ciphers. Now the keyword that we have given here is Linux and the encrypted string here is as follows. The key letter that we have chosen is P. So for this we take a standard set of alphabet as a reference set and we have the ciphertext in which the keyword is positioned at the position where the key letter B used to be in the standard set, which is at the second position, as you can see. Now we take the letters which form the encrypted string and we replace each of the letter with the letter in the standard set, which is a reference set. A is replaced by A, J is replaced by N is replaced by D, P is replaced by R, and so on. So we get our decrypted text, which is Android. Now let's learn more about string encryptions with ciphers. The first is the @bash cipher. It is one of the oldest ciphers and was actually made to encrypt Hebrew text, but it actually works for other languages as well. In @bash cipher, we create ciphertext by simply reversing the order of the standard set, as you can see in the picture. The next is the Caesar cipher. It is one of the most popular ciphers in history. Caesar cipher was actually used by the Roman Emperor Julius Caesar for sending secret messages to his army in the battlefield. Caesar cipher is a bit more secure than the @bash cipher. In the Caesar cipher, the ciphertext is shifted version of the standard alphabet. In the original Caesar cipher, the alphabets were shifted by 3, so A would correspond to D. Next we have the Big Ben cipher. This is a substitution cipher in which each letter corresponds to a special symbol. Now this was prominently used by the secret society of Freemasons during the American Civil War in the 18th century. As you can see, A corresponds to a unique symbol such and same as Q, T and Z. Now the modern applications of cipher The ciphers might take a human being a lot of time to solve, but it would not survive more than 5 minutes of intense hacking by brute force methods in today's era. Ciphers are not secure enough to use for modern applications, but they did pave a way for data encryption. Ciphers are still used today as recreational pastime to sharpen one's problem-solving skills. Thank you.